Welcome, fellow bird enthusiasts, to the grand spectacle of avian migration. As spring unfurls its vibrant tapestry and nature awakens from its winter slumber, there's no better time to cast your gaze skyward and marvel at the wonders of bird migration. From the tiniest hummingbird to the mightiest eagle, our feathered friends embark on epic journeys that span continents, braving untold perils and overcoming unimaginable obstacles along the way. So, grab your binoculars, pack your sense of wonder, and get ready to be dazzled by the daring feats and remarkable resilience of these airborne adventurers. Join us as we delve into the fascinating world of bird migration, uncovering 10 famous facts that are sure to leave you chirping with delight. Hummingbirds, those miniature marvels of the bird world, might just be the ultimate example of small creatures with big ambitions. Weighing in at a mere 1/8 of an ounce on average, these feathered dynamos are the smallest migrating birds known to man. But don't let their diminutive size fool you. When it comes to migration, hummingbirds are serious contenders. Zooming through the air at speeds of up to 30 miles per hour, 48 kilometers per hour, they embark on incredible journeys that span vast distances. Twice a year, these tiny titans undertake the daunting task of crossing the Gulf of Mexico, a feat that demands both speed and endurance. And here's the kicker. They do it all without stopping, covering distances of up to 600 miles non-stop. Just imagine the determination required for such a journey. So, next time you catch a glimpse of a hummingbird in your backyard, take a moment to appreciate the incredible voyage it's undertaken to get there. After all, it's not the size of the bird in the fight, but the size of the fight in the bird. When it comes to migration, birds aren't afraid to rack up the frequent flyer miles. In fact, some of our feathered friends are known to travel astonishing distances, clocking up to 16,000 miles on their migratory journeys. Picture this, a bird cruising along at a steady 30 miles per hour, hour after hour, day after day. It's a marathon of epic proportions, with our avian adventurers spending over 500 hours in the air before reaching their final destination. To put it into perspective, that's like flying non-stop from New York City to Sydney, Australia. And then doing it all over again. And while we humans might complain about the length of our daily commutes, spare a thought for these tireless travelers, who brave the elements and overcome countless obstacles on their quest for survival. So, the next time you spot a bird in mid-flight, take a moment to appreciate the sheer determination and endurance it takes to wing it across continents. After all, migration isn't just a journey, it's a triumph of the avian spirit. When it comes to migration, some birds like to take the scenic route, way up in the sky. While we're busy looking down from our earthly perch, these feathered adventurers are soaring high above, reaching altitudes that would make even the most intrepid skydiver think twice. Picture this. Songbirds gliding gracefully at heights of 500 to 2000 feet, catching thermals and riding the winds like seasoned pilots. And if that's not impressive enough, consider the altitude records set by geese and vultures, who've been spotted soaring at dizzying heights of 29,000 to 37,000 feet above sea level. That's higher than Mount Everest, the tallest peak on the planet. But why do birds choose to fly so high? Some scientists believe it's all about conserving energy, with less flapping and more gliding at higher altitudes. By riding the air currents and exploiting changes in air density, these sky-high soarers can cover vast distances with minimal effort, a true testament to the ingenuity of Mother Nature. So, the next time you look up and see a speck in the sky, remember, it might just be a bird on the ultimate high-flying adventure. When it comes to finding their way around, birds are the ultimate experts in navigation. Forget about GPS or Google Maps. Our feathered friends rely on a combination of celestial cues and innate instincts to chart their course across the globe. Whether it's the position of the stars, the angle of the sun, or the Earth's magnetic field, migrating birds have an uncanny ability to tune into nature's GPS system and navigate with pinpoint precision. But here's the truly remarkable part. Many of these birds return to the exact spot where they were born, year after year. It's as if they've got a homing beacon programmed into their DNA, a built-in roadmap that leads them straight back home. So, the next time you see a bird whinging its way through the sky, spare a thought for the incredible navigational skills it's putting to use. After all, in a world where technology reigns supreme, there's something truly magical about watching nature take the helm and chart its own course through the heavens. Before embarking on their epic migration journeys, birds undergo a remarkable transformation, one that's all about bulking up for the long haul. You see, migration isn't just a leisurely stroll in the park, it's a grueling marathon that demands peak physical condition and ample energy reserves. So, how do birds prepare for the journey ahead? By packing on the pounds, of course. In the weeks leading up to migration, birds fuel up on high-energy foods and stockpile fat reserves like there's no tomorrow. In fact, some birds can store up to 50% of their body weight in fat, a staggering feat that would make even the most dedicated bodybuilder blush. But why all the extra padding? It's simple, fat equals fuel, and the more fuel a bird has stored away, the farther it can fly without stopping to refuel. So, the next time you see a plump bird perched on a branch, remember, it's not just enjoying a hearty meal, it's stocking up for the journey of a lifetime. While we humans are snug in our beds, dreaming sweet dreams, our feathered friends are burning the midnight oil, literally. You see, for many migrating birds, nighttime is the right time to take to the skies. Why? Well, for starters, the air is cooler and more conducive to long-distance flight, allowing birds to conserve energy and avoid overheating. But that's not all. Nighttime migration also offers other perks, like fewer predators and less competition for airspace. With the cover of darkness to shield them from prying eyes, birds can fly under the radar and slip past potential threats without so much as a flap of their wings. It's a clever strategy that's been honed over millennia of evolution, allowing birds to travel safely and efficiently under the cover of night. So, the next time you're out for a late-night stroll, take a moment to look up at the sky. You might just catch a glimpse of our nocturnal avian adventurers, whinging their way through the darkness with skill and grace. When it comes to bird migration, few places rival the sheer spectacle of Wisconsin. With its vast open spaces and diverse ecosystems, the Badger State is a magnet for migratory birds of all shapes and sizes. In fact, during the peak migration months of May and October, millions of birds flock to Wisconsin's shores, turning the skies into a swirling mass of feathers in flight. And it's not just the quantity of birds that's impressive, it's the diversity too. From warblers and sparrows to hawks and herons, Wisconsin plays host to a veritable who's who of the avian world, with species from all corners of the globe making pit stops along their journey. So, if you're a bird lover in search of adventure, look no further than Wisconsin. With its stunning natural beauty and abundant bird life, it's a destination that's sure to leave you spellbound. For migrating birds, the journey home is fraught with danger at every turn. From hungry predators to man-made hazards, there are countless obstacles standing between our feathered friends and their final destination. Take predators, for example. Raptors like owls and hawks are always on the lookout for an easy meal, making migrating birds prime targets for ambush. Then there are the environmental hazards, like dehydration and starvation, which can strike without warning and take a heavy toll on birds already weakened by the rigors of migration. And let's not forget about the man-made threats, like wind turbines and power lines, which pose a very real danger to birds in flight. It's a perilous journey, to be sure, but one that migrating birds undertake with remarkable courage and resilience. So, the next time you see a bird soaring overhead, spare a thought for the challenges it's overcome to get there. After all, in a world filled with danger, every wing beat is a triumph of the avian spirit. From the lush rainforests of Central America to the sun-drenched plains of South America, the neotropics are a hotspot of biodiversity, a veritable paradise for birds of all shapes and sizes. And each year, as the seasons change and the days grow shorter, millions of these feathered nomads take to the skies in search of greener pastures. Known as neotropic migrants, these intrepid travelers include some of the most iconic birds in the Americas, from the vibrant northern oriole to the dazzling ruby-throated hummingbird. With their brilliant plumage and melodious songs, these avian adventurers add a splash of color to every corner of the globe they visit. So, the next time you see a neotropic migrant in your backyard, take a moment to appreciate the incredible journey it's undertaken. After all, it's not every day you get to witness the wonders of nature in motion. After a long journey, there's nothing quite like coming home, and for migrating birds, that means finding a cozy spot to rest, refuel, and raise a family. But creating the perfect habitat isn't just about providing food and water, it's also about offering nesting materials and shelter from the elements. From twigs and grass to feathers and fur, these essential building blocks help birds create the perfect nest, where they can lay their eggs and raise their young in safety and comfort. So, the next time you're out in the garden, why not lend a helping hand to our feathered friends? By providing nesting materials and creating bird-friendly habitats, you'll not only attract more birds to your backyard but also help ensure their survival for generations to come. After all, when it comes to creating a home, every little bit counts, especially for our winged neighbors. And there you have it, friends, the grand finale of our avian extravaganza. As we bid farewell to our feathered friends and their incredible migration journeys, let's take a moment to reflect on the awe-inspiring marvels of the natural world. From the tiny hummingbirds zipping across the Gulf of Mexico to the sky-high soarers gliding effortlessly through the stratosphere, each bird brings its own unique charm and charisma to the skies above. So, whether you are a seasoned bird watcher or a curious newcomer to the world of ornithology, remember to keep your eyes, and your hearts, open to the wonders of nature. After all, in a world filled with chaos and uncertainty, there's something truly magical about watching birds take flight and chart their own course through the heavens. Until next time, happy birding, and may your skies be filled with songbirds and your hearts with joy. And that concludes our showcase of the today's topic. We hope you enjoyed this video. If you haven't already, please subscribe to our channel and don't forget to share this video with your friends, family, and relatives so that they too can enjoy videos on wild animals. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.